What's up, YouTube? Shaggy and Weezer here today, and I'm bringing you a single battle against a guy named Kelvin. He challenged me the other night, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit of a jerk about it at the end of the battle. But I'll let you guys see what happens.
No, he's definitely going with a Mega Medicham, has no other choices there. And also, personally, I'm kind of surprised he's using Flareon. I've always wanted to use one, but it's got a pretty awful moveset, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that Mega Medicham might be a threat. I don't know how I'll be able to handle it. But I'm going to start off with my Talonflame, because he is the bravest bird. I'm actually not running a choice band on him. I'm running Life Orb, because I like to have variety as I kill my enemies. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Brave Bird anyways, because either way, it would hurt.
Right away.
But he goes for Rotom, which basically just walls me, which is very inconvenient.
Even with the Life Orb, doesn't really do that much.
Yeah. I'm going to switch out because I'm scared of this Rotom.
With good reason.
Yeah. And it has leftovers, which is typical for a Rotom.
So for anyone that hasn't tried out Rotom Wash is definitely the most strategical form of the Rotoms to use.
So I'm going to go into Dusknoir because he can take special hits, or any hits, pretty well. He goes for Thunderbolt. I'm going to take that pretty well. But he gets a Paralyze, which irritates me, because now I'm even slower than I usually would be. Now here I was kind of tempted to go for Trick Room, but it didn't really matter to me, because my team was so not that slow. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp instead to get the residual damage on him.
So to counteract the leftovers he has on it.
No, I'm definitely not going to survive another Thunderbolt, so I'm going to go down after this turn, which is sad.
Nothing really you could have switched to at that point, though, so it's probably a good move compared to anything else you could have done.
Yeah, so I'm going to go into Snorlax here, because I want to be able to hit this guy, because I'm tired of it being there. And if I don't kill it now, it'll just end up sweeping my team. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp again, though.
Now, if it hadn't shown he had a leftovers, I would have thought he had a wide lens on this thing. He's hit a Hydro Pump, a Will-O-Wisp. He's gotten the Paralyze on a Thunderbolt. This is a lucky Rotom.
Yeah, I was really irritated that I got off the Will-O-Wisp, because I'm only running attacks on Snorlax, because I'm running Assault Vest on it. But he gets the Will-O-Wisp on, which is frustrating. And I went for Pursuit too, mostly because I thought he was going to switch out at that point, because my Snorlax has also been max EV'd in special defense. But he doesn't, and well, now you see as he Volt switched out into Mega Medicham. I was going to go for the Heavy Slam either way. I didn't really know how much it was going to do with the burn, but it actually does a bit of damage to him, even though you resist Heavy Slam and I'm burnt.
Now he's going to go right for the Mega, just so he can set up, and probably going to go for a Drain Punch or something.
Oh, my throat.
And actually a high jump kick. Kind of risky as far as fighting type moves, considering what other moves Mega Medicham could have learned.
Yeah, I hate high jump kick. It just, every time I would use it, it would miss. So I'm going to go for Talonflame, and I'm going to Brave Bird again. Or no, I'm going to bulk up here, because I knew he was going to switch out. And now I have that +1 attack and defense, which is nice.
You can't get burned, so it covers the Rotom's Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
good counter at the moment.
I'm pretty confident that a Brave Bird from this point will kill it. So I'm going to go for Brave Bird now. And I hit it. That's such a cool move. It looks so cool in the animation. And it kills. But it was a critical hit, and I'm not too certain if the critical hit counted or not. I don't think it did, but oh well. Gonna get that recoil and that Life Orb damage, which is frustrating. He's going to send in Halloween, which is his Dusknoir.
Definitely has an Eviolite, otherwise he would have gone straight for the Dusknoir.
Yes.
He's only got the Dusclaw.
This would be pointless to fight, so I'm going to go into my Ampharos. I'm going to Mega Evolve.
And he goes right for Toxic, which clinches the fact that he's definitely just a stalling Eviolite carrying wall.
Yeah.
Now, I like Dusknoir, but Dusclops actually looks really cool in 3D, and with an Eviolite, he's actually really usable too.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad he didn't use Mold Breaker. That could have skill swapped on my Mold Breaker, because that might have come back to hurt later. But I'm going to go for the Stab Thunderbolt, just so I can do some damage. maybe get the paralyzed hacks. But he's going to substitute out, which is frustrating. So at this point, I didn't really know what he was going to do, so I'm going to go for Cotton Guard so I can get that +3 defense.
Like, good move in general, but as you'll see, he sort of surprises us by using Curse, sort of sacrifices his Dusclops as a martyr to take down the Mega Ampharos.
Yeah, I never see anyone run Curse, so this completely threw me off. But down goes his Dusclops, thankfully. But now I'm going to lose even more damage because of that Toxic and Curse mix. In comes his Medicham, which is going to be clearly faster than a Mega Ampharos.
But again, had nothing good to switch to, and with the Curse and Toxic, he was pretty much death fodder at this point anyway.
Yeah, and I was actually happy that the Cotton Guard did its job. And it kills him, which is awesome, because now that's a threat out of the way. And personally, I think Ampharos did well. He got Dusclops out of the way, even though he really didn't do too much to him. And he got a Mega Medicham. In comes his Dragonite. Little worried about the Dragonite, though.
Definitely a multi-scale at this point. No one seems to be running him without now that it's available.
Yeah, I switched out because I didn't know what was coming in. He goes for the D-Dance, which scares the shit out of me. So I'm just going to go for Bullet Punches. So I can at least break his multi-scale before I go. He's going to get Fire Punch, which is annoying. And I just barely survive it.
Now looking back, you probably could have switched in the Metagross against the Mega Medicham's Ice Punch because you knew that was coming. But with the Toxic and the Curse, he wouldn't have lived much longer, and it didn't really save the Ampharos much.
Yeah, there goes my Metagross, it's such a cool looking shiny Pokemon. Love the shiny. But I'm going to go for Brave Bird now because I know it should be able to take it out from this point. And it does. Now I'm getting a little worried about my health. But I see this guy and I go for Roost anyway, so I can get the boost or the health back.
And if you remember, he switched out the Flareon first turn, so we still don't know anything this Flareon knows.
Yeah.
It's got Quick Attack, kind of surprising.
It actually did a lot of damage for a Quick Attack, so I was a little worried there, so I went for another Roost so I could get some more health before I Brave Bird.
Goes for another Quick Attack, which is smart. Though,
I'm okay with that health.
If he hadn't been roosting, the Brave Bird still would have been priority against the Flareon, I assume.
And it goes down. It just gets wiped.
And all we saw of that Flareon was Quick Attack, so I still don't know how to run a good Flareon.
Now I'm getting really low. And he sends in his Bravery, which I would assume has Sheer Force run on it.
Sheer Force, probably Superpower.
He goes for Slash, I know that. So that means he's definitely running Sheer Force because he's not worried about the critical hit. And he gets that stab boost. Now I'm going to go down. He's also running Life Orb from that, which is great to know. He goes for the Brave Bird on Fortress, and now I was really worried I wouldn't be able to survive. But he actually does a lot less than I thought, and I was surprised by that. He takes just enough recoil for me to go for an explosion. And this must be really annoying to him, because I personally count it as a draw, because both Pokemon fainted. But in the game it says I lost. But still, it must be quite annoying to have your last Pokemon just blow up. But anyways, that was our battle, and I enjoyed it. He might not have enjoyed it as much. I thought it was funny to end it with an explosion. But thanks guys for watching, and see you guys next time.